What's good? This your girl Champagne. What's going on, y'all? I decided to come on by myself solo today because I always got my 2 cents to add in. And any contribution that's regard to the Black American experience in America. Y'all could call it race. I don't care. Why y'all bring race in it? It's only one group of people that says that. That's your problem. It's not our problem. Y'all bring up race so the people you oppressing won't say anything. We too old to go to that grave and not fight back. I'm always gonna fight back. Today, I'm gonna hang out with y'all for about an hour, 2 hours, just saying whatever I want, doing whatever I want. And this is not something pretty. This is not gonna be a pretty conversation. It's gonna be a gritty conversation. I clean my glasses, my spectacles, so I can see like DMC. Okay. Oh, I can see clearly now. The fog has gone. Let me put my mic. I got these little mics. I gotta get me a big mic. This little stuff. 1 2 1 2. How y'all hear me? There's no volume to push up. You gotta use all these buttons. So, you know, I just want to make sure that we represent our culture. I'm not here for the money. You're gonna make money in everything you pursue and be consistent at if you do it right. That's a given. You here on this land to feed yourself, pay your bills, and look out for this person, that person when you can. But I could tell you this. When it comes to blackness, don't ever tell a black person who's an activist, a civil rights lawyer, an activist, that they're doing it for the money. Because ain't no money can make you feel happy about being threatened and chased and can't go anywhere because you trying to stop the same group of people from back in the days and in today's world. They're a product of their environment. Because if racism doesn't exist, we shouldn't be talking. We should be just going after the evidence, getting all the witnesses, and having everyone to speak on the case. That's what y'all do for y'all. So you can't come into our blackness and try to scare us. Oh, our lawyer's going to sue you. It's stopping all the stuff. Listen, internet talk about everybody in every crazy way. So don't just blame this case on Nolan Wells and the internet. It's been like that since the internet was discovered or put out here. People are reckless. You got your good messages and your crazy messages for click. I'm not here for the clicks. I'm here for the real. I'm here for the real. Now, yesterday, y'all keep saying the kids and the boys, so y'all want us to feel sorry for them. But when you talk about Nolan, oh, the man, yeah, because you want him to say he was man enough to make his own decisions and stay back. It's clear that he didn't stay back on his own. Well, you can't prove it. I'm not trying to prove it. That's your job as a cops and detectives and criminal justice. Yes, I do have a criminal justice degree from Rutgers. I earned it. I didn't get my degree to come work with y'all. I got my degree so I could understand the inside of a mind of the criminal justice system and how it operates. So I could do my films and my books and my live, my podcast. I want to stay independent so I don't have nobody hovering over me telling me when I got to do stuff, when it got to get done, how it got to get done. Because sometimes people don't know how to convey their messages when you're trying to help them out. But I could say this. Let me put this mic here. I'm not going to hold this mic the whole time. It has a magnet and a clips. Let me just clip it on. Because I am not going to hold this mic. I'll get me another mic next month to just sit up here so you can hear me very clear. This is going to be like a 2-hour session. Usually I have 1 hour, shows when I have guests, but this going to be just me coming off the top of my head. Some stuff you're going to like and some stuff you're not going to like. That's life. Y'all need to stop playing with this mother. Nolan's mother is hurting. And y'all on here doing interviews with former officer, and he never tell you why he's no longer officer, because I heard some things. And when y'all go around telling me you're going to sue people, that's your right. But it's our right to sue you back. It's our right to sue you. Because now, what you said about Nolan's mother, well, I wish she hadn't put the picture out. She should sue you for saying that. She should sue you. Christine should sue you for saying that. It's defamation of character. Because you want me to tell you how pictures get out, especially on the news? Through criminal justice system. The criminal justice system is in charge of criminal justice stuff that they put out. That's why you always see negative stuff on black people. Because our beef is with the criminal justice system and the qualified immunity. Who you see always harassing black people? The criminal justice system. They come at us to beat our ass, and if we hit them back, they want to lock us up for 100 years. It's the criminal justice system. You have white supremacists who fill out applications and they work for the cops. People say, oh, I don't hear Ku Klux Klan no more. That, you're not black. They don't bother y'all. Of course you didn't hear, you don't pay them no mind, because it's not happening to your culture and your family. It's happening to us. And you know why it's getting heavy, if you ask me? You know why? Election time coming up. Every time election time come up, y'all try to do something to make some noise, to make us scared. You never make black people scared, especially in 2026. Black American Foundation, Black America, we're not afraid of nothing. Because if we all come out, we're going to whoop your ass. You don't mess with us. We will all jump you and whoop your ass. We already got pent up anger in us, and it's not enough jails or graves for us at one time. Y'all better stop thinking we are afraid. We never ran and we never will. Now, I got that out the way. So these so-called Nolan friends, you're not his friend. If you don't know his mother, met his mother, y'all acquaintances, y'all associates, and always remember that. Don't use that word so lightly. Y'all not friends. Y'all probably school friends, but y'all not best friends. You should have said we friends at school. We hung out around school. Don't say friends, because when we think of friends in our culture, oh, you know my moms, I know your moms, we hang out, da 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 da. We go to each other's house. That's what friends mean to the black culture. To the white culture, y'all said friends because y'all your co-workers or your co-students. That's not friends. That's associates. Those people you hang out at the school. You don't bring them home. And if you do, then maybe they're your friends. Now, let me give you my assessment of why I think this case blew up. And his three individuals in the picture with him got the heat. This is how I feel. This is how a lot of people feel. And this is why I think a lot of it's gone viral. And I might get it in order, or I may have it not in order, but it's factual of what I witnessed online and on TV, because that's where we got our information from. And remember, the criminal justice system are the ones who put out criminal information to the news, not the news people. You got to give them the criminal news. Just like the weather person they got people in charge of the weather. They got people in charge of the stories. They got people in charge of the community and the PR people. The criminal justice system gives you the data so a reporter could go out and report. So when we first saw that image, 3 white males and 1 black male in a photo, and the narrative came from the criminal justice system to start a race war. If you asking me. The first thing came out their mouth, Nolan Wells went with his friends on Horn Island. Get it? Horn, the devil? Horn, there already is a problem. Horn Island with these 3 males, his friends, and he didn't return. Whose fault is that? That's not Nolan's mother's fault. She repeated what we was repeating. You can't sue nobody for that. And y'all need to stop trying to play that sue game. Oh, he got a Trump lawyer. Well, to my understanding, the last 2 Trump lawyers lost everything. Michael Cohen and Giuliani. You don't want to be known as a Trump lawyer, nigga. Trump lawyers go to prison. Trump lawyer gets sued. Trump lawyer have to take off his watch and give it to the women he lied on. He have to give up the Mercedes to the ladies. You don't want me to go there. It's factual. See, suing me, you telling a lie. Defamation of character means someone's telling a lie on you. So far, no lie's been detected because nothing happened. So you cannot sue what you don't have a claim on and evidence. So everyone on the internet, it's all speculations, it's all illusion because y'all playing games. So we playing y'all game, baby, like Barry White said. So if you don't want the game to be played to make you look afraid, then y'all need to come clean. If you're asking me. Now, to get back to my point. So when that image came out with 3 white males and 1 black male, it was the criminal justice system who released it, not Miss Christine. Okay? Because let's be honest, where did she get that picture from? If she didn't have his phone at that point and she didn't know he was missing, how did she obtain that image? Was that the boat y'all was on with that image on 4th of July? Someone gave them that image. Okay? Someone gave them that image. And if her son was missing, and about time they retrieved the phone from the other white male house, she didn't have access to images. That's the point she's trying to make. She looked through his phone. Listen, she's computer literate. A mother don't have to lie about what she normally see because your child usually show you, oh, look at the picture. Look on my phone. Oh, like when I take pictures, I show my grandson, look what I did. She knows something should be there because he was a documentarian. And almost everybody now is a documentarian because we use our phone to post on social media. So that's one. And then to go back, then the internet started getting a whiff of it. And so then you got this so-called Letterbetter, whatever his name, Sheriff Letterbetter. He should have called him Letter. He did what they do in their community. The cameras come up because Letterbetter probably thought the cameras was his friend. Because he probably did it so many times. We don't see no foul play. It seems like he drowned. To me, he should have let the PR person do the news that day. Because once the image went out, it turned into a race war. Because that's what the cops did, not Nolan's mother, if you're asking me. Because at this point, she still didn't have his phone. And if she had his phone, she said there was no image in there for that day. That's why she wanted, with her lawyer, which is Attorney Ben Crump, when they had that press conference to discuss, let's open the phone together as one. We was going to sit down and have a mutual discovery. No one's going to open the phone and get to delete nothing. And they said, well, she could have deleted, his mother could have deleted stuff. I know they're going to say that because that's what defense lawyer says. That's their job. First of all, if anybody deleted anything, when you're dealing with devices, you could tell the exact time, exact date when it was deleted. So y'all can miss me with the BS. We're going to find out who deleted, and you can find out what location the phone was in when those messages or pictures was deleted. So if it's at his house, it'll show you by the IPI and the satellite where it was deleted at. So you can run, but you can't hide. It's nationwide. That's why you think this country have so many cameras on the road, on the sidewalk, in your buildings, because they are surveilling people. It's a lot of criminal-minded people out here. So, and witnesses be afraid to come up because, these cuckoo come and get you at your house. They follow you to school, follow you to work, and if you shoot back, your self-defense, they want to put you in prison for shooting a criminal. He break in your house, you shoot him, run it out, you go to jail because there was no threat. But yeah, he broke in your house. See how the game is? These criminal-minded wrote up the bylaws of the criminal justice system because they do all types of criminal activity. Because if you're in the right state of mind, a rational mind, why would you write a law that's against the person who's protecting their self and property? because you won and you got the power now. You're not going to always keep the power, but you had it for a long time. Now, stop blaming Nolan's mother. Stop disrespecting Nolan's mother, or we're going to come out. We're trying to stay in the house, but don't make us all come outside. You can't beat us. You can't whoop our ass all at once. See, when y'all get us, we walking by ourselves and try to hang us because those people don't listen. We try to give information to the black people all the time. Don't hang with them. Y'all in school, cool. Not even in gym by yourself. You see the brother tied up in the mat. They tell me he killed himself. We know that's baloney. Look at all those bruises on him. See, the problem in our society is the criminal justice system. The system. That's why we call it the system. They have been disrespectful since day one. They don't care. That's their job. They go and eat and talk about how many black people they killed today at the table, and all the women and children laugh. Ha ha ha! I got me one. Why you think the children are out there doing it? They befriend us. They take us either to the woods or near water. Or black people can't swim. Black people can swim. They can't swim when you hold their head down in the water. They can't swim when you hold their body down in the water. That's when they can't swim. And the few black people who do not know how to swim, that's their prerogative. Yeah, like it's a joke. Oh, you know how to swim. They're always trying to degrade us. It's always the same white group of people trying to degrade black people. Y'all just like your ancestors are worse. Because you got the internet now. And we come to your house, you live in a trailer. You got welfare, food stamps, and no front teeth. And you type in, you go on everybody's page making racial statements. It's not funny. You got some type of mental issue going on in your head to degrade a mother who's mourning over her child. But I'm trying to tell people, they don't care. They've been doing that to our ancestors for years. What do we keep saying? Oh, they trying to disrespect his mother. They disrespect all the mothers. They used to take mothers' babies and feed them to alligators. What are we, silly out here? They've been watching their grandpa, grandma, and generation after generation. They read the books. They sit around and tell those crazy stories. Why do you think these children have it in their brain and want to kill? All you got to do is watch the movies today. Everything is about killing their family, killing somebody who they disagree with. Excuse me. Use your brain. And if not, go research it. Information is free. They're doing what they're taught to do. And here's the other part. They got protection. The complexion with the protection until we all come out. See, when we all come out, they get scared. They get nervous. And you know why they take so long to give us justice? Because they know we'll shout probably 2 or 3 months or less and go away. That's why they taking so long to show the discovery. Because they know our emotions is to get all upset for a little while and then boom. It's like we all got ADHD. We go to another subject. They hoping we go to another subject because it's going to be another killing. Because most of our people don't listen. They send their children out to the store by themselves. The women be out there by themselves. But the hate towards black women is diabolical. The hate towards black men is diabolical. The hate towards black men and women and children is diabolical. And yet we not together as one. We better come together. Because the election is coming up. It's going to get nasty. If it was no election, this stuff wouldn't be going on, y'all. It'd be everybody in their caves minding their business. But I'm going to tell you, like they said, what our ancestors wanted to become voters. They tried every trick in the book so they couldn't vote. If I vote or if voting wasn't important, why they try so hard to stop it? Why they try so hard to stop it? Because it's something written in writing that gives them money because of voting and power. We got to do a study on why they hate us to vote. Why? We have to do a study. Definitely gonna have to do a study on it. Because no way they fight you that hard to steal your votes. You know? No way they want to take your votes. If it wasn't that your vote was that powerful. You know? Your votes are powerful. You know? Let me open these pages so I could go live on the rest of them because it is what it is. You know? I'm just starting on other pages. I decided to add some other pages like Instagram and Facebook so the live could be on it because I'm on YouTube. I decided to add a couple more destinations. But I could tell you this, y'all. It's gonna get worse. I think ICE is out there being disrespectful because no one got their back. The system told them to do that. So with Nolan Wells, we fighting the system because Horn, like in Devil, Horn Allen, it's like 9 to 10 miles away from land. No stores, no food, no toilet, no toilet tissue, no nothing, no phone service. Well, it's some type of phone service because they made a call to Cito, and then they get on that Tatum dude and talking about he gonna ask some questions like he's some damn Ricky Lake or something. He's Ricky Fake, and he get on there talking about how y'all felt about the call. What the fuck? What you mean? What he felt? We don't care what y'all felt. We heard what we heard, and it wasn't fake. Unless you're saying Cito gave us a fake call, but it was already confirmed that it was the actual call. Now, if anything's fake, it will come out from Cito. Because once it got to the masses, yeah, you got the internet, anything could happen. But Jeanette, she came straight. Nancy Grace had someone to look into it. It came straight. We heard what we heard. And then TMZ put music on it and laughing at us. Yo, I don't expect nothing different from television. That's their job. To play mental games for ratings, money, royalties, and deception. They deceived the American people so they could line their pockets in position. If TV was real, we wouldn't be on the internet telling our stories. Internet allow us to be independent and look at things from an objective point of view and from different angles. We don't have facts of how Nolan passed away. But what we do know, Mississippi do not do a great investigation when it comes to black bodies. And that's where this is all about. We want the same, or not the same, because the same will say he just drowned or he killed himself. We don't want to hear all that because he wasn't in that state of mind. How do I know? Because he said he was coming on Monday, like his father said, to play football. And his urine needed to be clean. He was in a different division. He wanted to go to Division 1. As you can see, he had muscles. He's 6'1", 6 something tall. And, everybody drink beer here and there, unless they don't drink at all. I won't say everybody, but many people drink beer. Then they come out and try to degrade him. That's the criminal justice system. Remember, they do that to black men and women and children since our enslaved people built America. Always trying to degrade black people. Look in their background. Oh, he was drinking. Some 2 witnesses said he was drinking. He was drunk. It's July 4th. What you think? Somebody was sober on that fun trip? They all was drinking. Yeah, they was under 18, like the guy said on Cito call. Ain't no one on here is over 21. There's no adults here. So if he's saying he's not adult, why y'all keep calling them, Nolan adult? They all in the same age bracket. They went to school together. They young males. Not boys, young males. Young men, young man, young boys. Once you hit 18, young man. But y'all call them boys, so you could say, well, they didn't make the right decision. Because what's going to happen If um, that $150,000 or $175,000 reward goes up to $1 million, we're gonna get some answers because now the person can pack up and move. Say 100, 150, 175, you can't go nowhere. By the time you travel, you don't spend $100,000 trying to move to across the country, another country. So we need a GoFundMe for all of us. And why so many people is invested into the case? Because it's going to happen again. I mean, 3 people got killed on that day, male, black, around white people, right? White males, similar situations. But these black males don't listen to us. You can't hang with them by yourself. They my friends. No, they are not your friends. They're your associates. You meet them at where you met them at. If y'all cool at school, that's where you talk. And don't go no private place, no gyms, no the bathroom. Be careful going in the bathroom by yourself. If you're already using the bathroom, they'll attack you while you urinating. That's their nature. They do it to their own family members. I just don't get us when we, oh, those my friends. Y'all stop calling people your doggone friends. Friends fry at the end. It's all in the word, fry in. It's going to be another case. Then you have the hangings. All the hangings all of a sudden. I said, it's no all of a sudden. Check the history. This is what they do. Because they canvass the area. They know where all the cameras at. They know where people walking. They study the routine, where they walking. And they get you. Like Nolan, people say, oh, victim shaming. It's not victim blaming and shaming. It's called victim. You should be aware. They make victims out of people who are not aware. And see, when we get it, we be like, he should have never went. Oh, why you blaming him? Because he's the first person to save himself. That's why. Your gut feeling telling you don't go. That's why. That's like me in the parking lot of one of the shopping places. And I see a white van next to my car, and I'm going to go over there anyway. So that door slide open, they grab me. I deserve it. You know why? I didn't pay attention to my surroundings. Oh, that's sad you say that's good for you. But I'm trying to tell you, in this world we live in, you have to be aware if you want to live. Don't become a victim of circumstances because you're waiting for a security guard to save you. The first rule of law is to save self. Man, these headsets be itching me. Save self. Save self. Save self. And when you save yourself and you see something happen to other people, you got to think about it before you go help. It could be a setup. The cops could say you did it and you got yourself in a situation. People say, oh, put down the phone. No, don't put down the phone. That's called evidence. There's enough people around there to jump in. Nolan Wells died so the world could make some changes. Because there's no other reason why he died. God didn't take him just because he was a black male and he was with white males. If you're asking me, like I said, if you're asking me, I think he died to bring big attention on the way our culture is treated in this country. That's the way I'm looking at it. Because no way he gonna die in vain because he done brought so many people together. And then the attacks on black people. Oh, the lawyer just here for a money grab. Name one lawyer that works for free. See, they always said to black people, you shouldn't make money. You can hang out with us, but you're going to watch us make money. We make money, become rich. You stay poor and broke. Oh, why they get Al Sharpton? He's a race baiter. Race baiter? He's black. He's a civil rights individual. I've witnessed him uptown in Harlem. The only people saying that are the trailer trash on the internet, the bots, and the haters, and all the racist people, the MAGAs. Y'all racist. There's no other way to say it. Y'all very racist people. Y'all ruining America. Y'all are ruining America. All of y'all. Y'all the problem in this country that was built by enslaved people. It's built by black people, whether you like it or not. Y'all didn't build America. This is not your country. It's stolen land. You don't believe me? Look it up. Yeah, keep celebrating America like your forefathers discovered America. Yeah, slavery was over 400 years, but the black people built America. You better look it up. So when you see racism still floating around, it's because we didn't take away qualified immunity for the criminal justice system. See, these white males, they understand power within the white race. The judges, the lawyers, the doctors, the warden, the criminal justice system. Who else? Anybody you can name in position. Lieutenants, captains, mayors, governors. That's why when you saw this case, the chunky, with that big old turkey neck, he came out and said, I didn't speak to anyone, but I'm sure it was nothing, wrong. In his words, I'm not going to use his words, but you could go look it up. It's on the internet. He told a lie in the same sentence. How are you the governor of a state that went viral about a possible murder or foul play? Because if he drowned, in my opinion, y'all would have had the information out so y'all could shut us up. Y'all would love to shut us up with evidence. And we would have went away because we respect evidence. Good evidence, no tampered evidence. We too bright for y'all. Don't ever get on this internet or on your platform and tell people that we just podcasters. You don't know people's background. You don't know their degrees. You don't know their education level. You don't know what God gifted them with. You don't even have to have a degree to be educated about a topic, because that could be your thing. Much as I love Don Lemon, don't do that again, Don Lemon. Don't ever get on here and try to degrade the podcasters. You're a podcaster. Oh, well, I worked on CNN. You got fired. So you black just like us. Last one hired, first one fired. So don't degrade the podcasters, because all we doing is taking information, throwing it up in the air, throwing it on the wall, and see what comes out. Because they won't give us no facts. Give us facts and we'll deal with the facts. Don't give us facts, then we're going to create the facts. Or you're going to get sued. Well, we're going to sue you back. We got freedom of speech, just like every human being in this land under the Constitution, whether you like it or not. We got the right to. Oh, I bet you they don't say that online no more. You said what? Look, I don't like foolishness, whether it's white or black. But you have a right to speak, freedom of speech. It's America. Justice for Nolan Wells is justice for every black boy and black body that's going to be walking up and down the streets of America getting snatched by white supremacists, KKK, because they be like, oh, I haven't seen KK. You got these bots on here. Oh, there's no such thing, KK. Like, stop lying. Like, why they lie so much? Are they retarded? Y'all be acting like something wrong with y'all. Y'all be lying so much. And then drinking your beer, no teeth, and they rotten as hell. Come on. I had to get on and say something. Again, you're not going to play and keep killing our children, and we're not going to step up. Got the cop in a parking lot, shoots a child. Tell me I thought they were stealing Pampers. You didn't throw it nothing. Why you don't take the gun out on the white girl, the white man, and shoot them? Why that's not the case? Why we never see those cases? Because that's not what y'all do. Y'all like to shoot us. Because technically the qualified immunity protects you unless it gets so big you got to go to jail like that guy Grayson. They're going to try to get a pill to come out. He got cancer. Nigga, you lucky you living. You should be a dead man in jail. But them punks in jail won't do it. You're going to shoot a woman in her house who called you for help and had an argument a few days earlier with your woman. I bet you she left you now for another man. Imagine letting a white cop come in your house and he pull out a gun and shoot you, talking about pot water, and then Tatum on TV. Well, she was gonna throw that pot of water on her. See, this is the problem with television. It's telling lies to your vision. They don't want you to know the truth. We know what we saw. That's why they call y'all the 85 percenters, because you're dumb, deaf, and blind. That's why they know this. They read about this. That's why the 10% are the system. They get everything, sell it to you, knowing it's no good for you, and make all that money. That's all they're doing. They sell us racism. If they wanted to stop racism today, they could. They just stop. They behave. But they know how much money they make when we get emotional. They throw emotional stuff out there so we could go crazy. And we do. Now we got white people backing us up like we always did in the civil rights movement. They got killed. Because most of y'all don't wear bulletproof vests. Y'all better start wearing bulletproof vests and get you more than one pistol in your house. Get you some cameras, and they say I'd rather be what? Judged by 12 than carried by 6. You protect yourself and your family by any means. But you shouldn't let your children go to the store alone. You shouldn't let them hang out with white males alone. You shouldn't be walking in a grocery store next to vans and cars alone. You're sitting here, can't wait to get back to the internet. Oh, this guy was following us, to tell a story. Listen, get your tail out of there when you see that. Y'all patronize all these business who don't want you in there, and you get on the internet. Oh, they racist. They won't let us in there. Okay. If they don't want you in there, why are you pushing them to be in there? Y'all make me sick. Then y'all be out there arguing with those cops. You just doing this because I'm black. Why are you talking? Take the Fifth Amendment. Make it easy for yourself. Because if he shoots you, he's going to get away with it because of why? Qualified immunity, which is a protection. Why you think who wrote the bylaws for the system put it in there? Because they knew if they didn't have the bylaws, we was going to whip their ass. Let me tell y'all. Y'all got to be smarter than that. The system was built for us because they know their ancestors did wrong. They knew we wanted revenge. They were stealing our land. They steal our ideas, our culture, our music. And then they get all these tellers on here talking about we ain't got no culture. We are the culture, baby. Everything you see in America is us. It's by us, for us, and y'all stole it. From music, y'all steal the music. That's why people don't get their royalties right from different publishers and all that, because y'all stole it and y'all still steal it. Why you think they stopped cassettes and vinyl to go to streaming so they could control all your streams and get all the money and you get $20? Go back to vinyl and cassettes and sell yourself outside and your CDs. Watch you make money on the spot. But back to the point. Back to the point. Justice for Nolan Wells means justice for us. We still got to hire civil rights lawyers in 2026. You know why? Because we didn't do eye for eye. We didn't straighten them out. It's like a bully keep taking your lunch. You gonna keep letting them take your lunch? Well, if you do that, they gonna keep taking your lunch. And you're gonna be hungry. You gotta fight back. That bully keep messing with you. You gotta get him a bloody nose. Make sure he know I can't mess with that person. And see, they never lost their children because of a black cop, to my understanding. And once they start losing their children because of black cops, well, number one, in my opinion, they're gonna put that black cop in prison. You already know how that system gonna work. Oh, you one of us, but if you touch our children, we gonna get you. Well, brothers, y'all should be doing the same thing right now. Y'all sitting there watching your white partners destroy your own culture in your eyes, and you won't do nothing. Well, I need my check to pay my bills. You do. But in the meantime, you should be looking for another job. Like the cops that retired, they spill the beans. You got to retire. Look, I made mistakes too. Never sue a job where you working at. And I did a dumb thing, listening to all them black people. I should have just sued by myself, and I would have been paid, and I could help my own community with the money. But when you suing people, you can't work there no more. They going to harass you. That's what happened. So when you see this criminal justice system and these white males on TV talking to a black Republican male, why y'all expect something different from him? He's a Republican, but he's pushing for Republican ideas. That's his job. Why you think they won't come on someone like a Nancy Grace? Because Nancy Grace don't have a dog in the race. Nancy Grace just in the middle. I watched her so many cases, white and black, and she came the same way. They say, "Oh, she rude. She interrupts people if they don't say what she wants." No, she asks you a specific question, and you should answer it. It's the same way in court, and you're gonna act the same way in court because she's gonna say, "I didn't ask you that." Like when she having doctors and that silly black lawyer who be laughing them big ass teeth, he just be laughing. I said, "Why she bring this clown on her?" He be having them country suits from back in the day. Like he defense, because defense lawyer, they the ones for the money as well. Criminal lawyers, offense lawyers getting paid too. Why you think the lawyer can't get paid? And then they always worrying about people fighting back. Well, Christine, she put the picture out. No, she didn't. Criminal justice did. Okay, they put that first picture out so it could be a race war. They create racism and they keep it going. And they make all the poor white people say it's the black people. Oh, yeah, bringing up the race card. Well, y'all keep bringing up the racism card. Take the racism card out and we won't use our race card. You dig? This case is not just about race. It's about evidence correctly, properly. Where's the evidence? What happened to Nolan Wells? What happened to all these parents' children in the world when they're in a company of white males or white females? Like, what's her name? Tamara? I forget the young lady name. She went on to spend a night with her white friends and they decided to go to bed. But before they went to bed, two husbands came over. It was an all-girl pajama party. Older woman, got children, and two men come and they go upstairs. Why is they in the building? They shouldn't be there. They should be at home. That's the red flag where the black girl should have got up and left. Y'all don't pay attention. Oh, these are my friends. No, they are not. Only from a distance. So anyway, it's a beautiful balcony. She goes out, smokes a cigarette. The lady said they went to sleep. They don't know what happened. How you not know what happened in your house? And there was cameras all around, and all of a sudden the cameras don't work. You know the game. Now you see the balcony. My grandson could have jumped off there and did 3 flips before he landed. He wasn't hurt. The first autopsy, suicide, accident. You know their favorite line. And then someone paid for another autopsy, and guess what happened? It was a natural death. Something happened. So when you see Nolan Wells' case, it's because so many of us dies in the hands of white. They use that word lightly, friends. There's no such thing as friends in this society. If this society wasn't so racist, then maybe we could use the word friends. But this society is so racist, and they hate that we fight back for racism. That's why they hate us, because they know we black Americans, we're the foundational black Americans, and you can't send us nowhere. He'd be like, go back to your country. This is our country before it's yours. You go back to your country. Make it normal to tell them go back to their country. Go back to your country. No, you go back to your country. This is our country. Our ancestors built it. The Native Indians and the Black Americans are the indigenous, real, ordinary, and real and organic people. And don't you ever forget that truth. And you know why people don't want to debate about that? Because they don't want you to know the root of what happened. Our ancestors told the truth. Why you think Trump hurry up and go knock down a whole side of a White House that was built by enslaved? Because he's trying to get at the black people. God got something for him. God gonna get him so bad we're gonna be partying in the streets. And anybody else who act like him, we're gonna be watching y'all suffer. You human in America, you will suffer. And I never met one human who did so much negative didn't suffer. It's called karma. We ain't gotta do nothing to you. Karma gonna do it. Oh, karma taking long, because it's not on our time, it's on karma time. Nolan Wells said if he didn't get on the boat. If he didn't get on the boat, it was because there was a lot of tension. And as you can see, you see how small the boat is? It's not a big boat you get on and it cover half of your body. It's a tiny, I don't even know why they call it a boat. It's so small, all those people shouldn't be on it. Should be no more than 3 to 4 people in that mess. Got all those people in that tiny thing. And see, you could tell when you're hanging with someone and you got tension going on, something happened, you heard the argument, you saw the video. Now they want us to act like we didn't, his friend Trayvon, oh, that's not his voice, that's my other friend. Okay, Trey John, whatever your name. What's the other friend name? Y'all got to stop all this, my buddy and my friend. Who was it? Why don't you just tell us the name? That was my other friend. What other friend? What's his name? You know why the internet going crazy? Because y'all keep playing in our face. Now, to go back to the first thing I said, who put the pitch out? Criminal justice. Then it was the sheriff making that statement. Then it was the stepmom and those 3 white males who deactivated the account. What you think we was going to think? Y'all gave us the evidence that we ran with. And if you keep saying something about Nolan's mother, I'm going to make sure she sue you. We're going to raise so much money for her. She going to sue you and your whole family and them punk ass politicians down there. You think we don't know law? We are the law. Stop playing with us. We know something happened to him, and not one person in their right state of mind said you was murderers. What we said was theories. We are making theories up from the evidence that's being released online. Now, you want the evidence to be authentic? Then tell your cop friends and your lawyers and your doctor friends, your stepmom judge friend, stop putting out false narratives about Nolan. Oh, 2 witnesses say he was drunk. What's their name? You always want to know everything about Nolan. Oh, he was drinking heavy. He didn't even look like he's a drinker. He had that one beer in his hand, the whole picture. Y'all had 3, 4, 5 different beers. But y'all celebrating July 4th. Everybody in that water had a drink or 2. And I know y'all had some Coke. And I ain't talking about Coca-Cola. And I know y'all had some meth. And I ain't talking about Method Man. And I know you had some boy. And I ain't talking about Boy George. That's what y'all do. And you might even have some red pill, blue pill, because that's what you do. So that's why right after this, all of y'all should have been arrested. May take a urine test and take a hair test. They should have took your DNA off the rack. And to go back to that Cajun Brian guy, the Cajun talking about the Navy Cajun got on the show and said different things and tried to get Attorney Crump in trouble. No, we went back to Nancy. I was watching that episode live. He said Nolan he was fully clothed. And then when he saw it went viral, oh, he had fully clothed. And then Attorney Trump said it in the press conference. They talking about he lied. He didn't lie. He repeated what your behind said it on the Nancy Grace show. You thought this the internet. Even if we don't watch it, we're going to go watch the replay. And all it takes is a little narrative to make the clip go viral. That was our narrative. Fully clothed, that means someone took the clothes off. See, you giving us dirt. So we just uncupping the dirt. Then you came back and retract yourself on it. And then another gentleman, I think he was your boss, came on a few days later on the Nancy Grace. And you know what he said? Verbatim. He said, because what you said about the fully clothed, Brian also said that Attorney Trump, he asked him to let the dogs get on there to see if a body was there. He could sniff and see blood was there. And Trump said, Attorney Crump said no. Now his the Cajun Navy boss came on there on one show and said that wasn't true. I even heard Dr. Omar said that in on the Art of a Dialogue that Trump, you should have, Crump, you should have did that. Why not? Because you got to be careful too, Dr. Omar, because that's not what was said. Be careful. Crump didn't return a call. That's what the boss of Cajun Navy said. Brian misspoke. Brian had us all thinking he met Crump right then on the spot when it happened, and he had the dogs. And Crump said, "No, that's exactly what he said because I was listening." And it's on the videos. Go look. The first interview he did, or the second, because I think the first one was with Don Lemon. So when he started being on Nancy, that's when he started thinking we don't watch Nancy. Are you kidding me? We've been watching her since, the Lacey, Anthony, and all these criminal white people. Nancy get to the bottom of things. She is excellent at what she do. And I don't care what black person get mad. It ain't black and white when it comes to Nancy. It's get to the bottom of the story and the evidence. All she wants is evidence. And sometimes it's not pretty. It's gritty. She ain't dumb. And don't forget she a prosecutor. So you know how they get, you know. Why do people inbox me? They see me on air. Why people always need attention, man? If you want attention, come watch the feed. And so get back to the point. They doing a lot of lying or misspeaking. Don't blame the podcaster. We just delivered a message. They said don't kill the messenger because you don't know who you're messing with. Oh, I like that. Don't kill the messenger because you don't know who you're messing with. You got lawyers? We got lawyers. We got lawyers. And most of us are lawyers. Oh, I forgot you got the criminal justice system in your back pocket, your front pocket, your left pocket, your top pocket, and your just hot pocket. We know how y'all do. Y'all do it because you got backup. You right. Y'all got it. Y'all got that for now. But don't worry. We breaking the qualified immunity wall. It's almost broken. Because you see more cops going to prison. Y'all keep saying jail. Remember, jail only carries up to 1 year. I know that's an easy word to say, but we got to start making it normal using prison. We want them in there more than a year. Send them to prison, the pen. Man, we should be out having fun, enjoying life, and we still dealing with this racism. We still dealing with this opposite life living in America that our ancestors built. I hate when people call black people racist. You can't be racist. They don't even want to be educated. The only person who could be a racist is the one who got the power to make up all the laws that's redlining against that race. We could be biased or little prejudice, but not racist. A racist is you have to have dominance power, and they do because of how they started off with the slaves. They can't beat us, as you can see in the streets. We be knocking people out. But here come the white cop. They don't want to hear our story. And all those good cops, I counted about 7 of them in America. About 7. I know it's hard for you to watch this and hard for you to speak up because they're going to get you too if you start taking it for black people. They got so much hate for us, and not because they don't like us, because what we won't let them keep stealing. We won't let them keep stealing the stuff that makes them who they are. That's why they're fighting like that towards us. Because if we allow them to steal everything that we create, they'll leave us alone. But they didn't create anything. Everything they saying they created is the black people created. Why do you think they always at us? As far as them always after the Mexicans and all them? Because they got what they want from you. Now get out. Temporary, the Haitian, they got what they want from you. Now get out. They do stuff. They do it to their own people. Once they get what they want, if they have a power to say get out, and all these Haitian and videos about Latinos, everybody calling us, talking about we hate black American. We didn't do nothing to you. We just decided to transfer the wealth back to black people. We're going to take care of us because we see a lot of y'all hate us. And we need to stop hating ourselves. You know what I mean? We need to stop hating ourselves. We need to stop hating ourselves. We got self-hate. We hate our people. I know a lot of us act silly and it makes you want to pop them. But we got to walk away, man, because that prison, I know you don't want to be in prison. You got people you work with want to see you in prison. I didn't even do it. They wanted to see me in prison. The day before, they my friends. Next day, they wanted to see me locked up. You ain't locking me up. I'm too smart, too intelligent. I'm not gonna get myself in position. I told you, only one way I'm gonna get locked up. You touch my children. I promise you, I did it. Telling you straight up, I did it. My life is over because I did it. You ain't messing with my seeds. I don't care who's listening. I don't care who knock on my door. You can do what you want. You can do whatever you want. You know, you do whatever you want, but you don't mess with mine. You know, it's a blue wave out there right now. It's a blue wave. Now I don't care for Democrat myself, but we don't have no other party to vote for. But I still see a lot of people in New Jersey, New York, and all over the world still voting for red. After all this, and y'all still didn't learn your lesson. I deserve everything you get. Y'all surely do. Y'all deserve everything you get. Y'all don't listen, and people tell you the truth, you don't listen. Y'all just be doing what you do, you know? Y'all just be doing what you do. I apologize for that, but I tried to do something, and it blanked off. But at least I knew what to do to get it back on. See? I studied the craft. But I can tell you one thing. It went black. See, that's how the world is. Everything be up there, and then the lights go out. What you gonna do? You gonna panic, or you gonna adjust? Don't panic. Know what to do. You know how you know what to do? Study before it happens. Have an idea to go check on it before it happens. That's what the white male should have did on that boat. They call it sea tow, boy to get on the boat. They can't even answer that. They think we stupid or something. You 18 years old. My a 5-year-old could tell you it's water on the boat. Oh, it's near my ankle. It's near my knee. Oh, how much water? I don't know. You know that. See, they be lying. That's why they mad because we don't play the game. This the internet. Don't tell me the podcast not intelligent. We are intelligent people. I hold a criminal justice degree. You know how many other degrees those people podcast got? It ain't had nothing to do with school. People are educated, whether you went to school or not. You can't tell people they just podcasters. That's a degrading statement. You just a liar. How about that? These people know what they're talking about. Information is free. You don't have to pay college fees to learn information because all you're going to do is go to college, pay them to go to college, and they make you buy $300 books just to read. You could have just went to the library on the internet and read that story and learned about it. You ain't got to go to college no more. See, they made you go to college so they can make the money and give you a certificate. Sure, you can print your certificate offline and say, I went to Google University. The world is changing. You either change with it or get left behind. You know what I mean? The world is changing, y'all. The world is changing. Either you change with it or you get left behind. I can tell you that much. Nolan, family, I just want to say this to y'all, especially Christine and Elmore. They're not going to say nothing nice about you. Because all you got to do is read what happened to our ancestors. It was worse. The only difference is this the internet, and you can actually see it, you know? You can see it now. You can see what they're doing to us now. See, back in the days, there was no internet, no cameras on the phone. It's people used to get dragged in the back road walking home from work, hung on trees. The only reason why we see it now, because everybody got a camera. Everybody got some type of social media. And that's why, if you notice, that's the first thing they attack. Oh, if y'all keep talking about us, we're going to sue you. Well, if you keep talking about us and lying, then we're going to sue you. You sue me, I sue you. My lawyer could beat your lawyer. It's a contest. But you don't scare nobody. This America. We have freedom of speech. And if you put any of us in prison, you just made us rich. Filthy rich. Because when we get out, it's going to get worse for you. Because nobody going to be on your side but your same old friends who will keep lying. Y'all liars. And you hate for people to call you out on it. You hate for people to call you out on your lies. It's justice for Nolan Wells because. All right, let me read this. Well, hold on. I got some new things. This is breaking news. Hold on. Let me see how if I work this. Okay, I gotta go to here. Let me see if my breaking news work. I made some new banners last night. Let's see if this baby worked tonight. Let's see if I got it. Dun, 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 dun. Live update. Y'all like that? This one. Developing story. Okay, it says breaking Congressional Black Caucus requests DOJ initiate independent federal review surrounding the death of Nolan Wells, requesting written response from DOJ within 7 days. Let me read that again. Congressional Black Caucus requests Department of Justice initiate independent federal review surrounding the death of Nolan Wells, requesting written response from DOJ within 7 days. See, they gave you over 30 days to get it right. And that's in America. You get 30 days. After that, you waffling around. See, now y'all in trouble. Now y'all in trouble because it got too big. The fire don't spread. It spread it. Now you can't lie. And you keep doing these rap videos with your rap lawyer. What is his rap name? Rap lawyer. Looking like a homeboy, like an Eminem music video. Yo, these are my friends. Soon as he used the word friends, that's the code word of racist. Because no way you just met these jokers and they your friends already. Y'all so dumb you thought a quarterback was a refund. Y'all dumb. Y'all giving us so much evidence. See, the DOJ had to step up because they being pressured. The Congressional Caucus said, that's it. We seen enough. 30 days, we seen enough. People say, well, what they wait for so long? Because you get 30 days. You get 30 days. Now, the other case with the young fellow lost his life took 3 months, 90 days. See, in America, it's 30 days. Like a week is 7 days. Most things in 30 days. Your bills is every 30 days, 31, whatever, every month. It's going to happen again because we keep thinking we can hang with them. I don't hate white people. I hate the character of these type of white people. Do I hate racists? Yes, big time. I hate racists. I dislike racists. I don't want you in my presence. I don't care if I lose friends and likes and, whatever. I'm not in that business of being liked. I'm in the business of keeping it 120. If it get me killed, deuces. I've been here long enough, but I'm going to fight the death so my black grandsons and nephews can walk in this world without you beating or killing them because you got qualified immunity and self-hate. You better not touch my children because I'm dying on the spot. I'm going to find you. Oh, is that a threat? Yes. Well, Champagne, you can't even walk. Roscoe go walk. He get around corners and everything. I ain't got to walk. I got Roscoe. Champagne, be careful. You're on the internet. So that's why I like the Black Panthers. We know we're going to die. We know we're going to get killed. But you got to fight for something or fall for everything. You know? It's crazy. But it's really not. It's what they do. It's what they do. They mess with us. Mm-hmm. They mess with us. It's been sad for a whole 30 days since the Nolan Wells incident and how it went viral. It's like the Rodney King, watching that video, all those cops stepping on him, beating up, and not one cop gets reprimanded by his chief, his captain, his lieutenant, or the mayor or the governor. And we saw the video, but they trying to say, no, we didn't see the video. That's okay. They could do that. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's qualified immunity. No, you cannot be jumping us out there. You know? You can't be jumping us out there. But they can because they got qualified immunity. And as long as you have qualified immunity, you're going to have criminals in uniform. You're going to have criminals in uniform. Mm-hmm. It's sad. It's really sad. I be nervous. You got young boys and girls trying to go to school about to start up. And you got to worry about, are they safe? That's why I miss back in the day. You had men and women that protect children at all ages. They left their mom and daddy house. Everybody in the streets protected them except for criminal-minded people. We had men who stand out there with the crossing guards. We had men who were security guards in the school system. We had real men, real women. Now, it seems like when people get killed or they die, we don't care. That's why this case is so important. If you ask me, it's so important, y'all. The election coming up, we can't have people keep killing these children. I mean, every time you party, drink beers, get high, you know there's some foul play always happens. That's why we know it wasn't accidental, because the elements was there. The drinking, the water, the fake friends. Suppose the boys, them white males didn't do it. Suppose it was another group of white males. Well, that's why it's important that the original 3 white males had conducted themselves appropriately. All you had to do was call his mom at an appropriate time. They called, 11 p.m., he said, around that time? Okay, y'all went there together. You got pictures together. And you call my mother house around 11 p.m. It's pitch black down there in Mississippi and any other place where there's no lights. And you need a boat to get out to Horn. Get it? Devil, Horn Island. 11 o'clock, you decide to call his mama. They say, have you seen Nolan? See how stupid you make it look for yourself? Y'all just dumb. Y'all calling us dumb. Y'all dumb. Y'all sit there, oh yeah, I'm going to call his mother and act like, I'm looking for 11 o'clock at night. Knowing his telephone is in your room. How many days you held his phone? You are accomplished. You need at least 10 years. You have his phone, and not one time you said, Miss Christine, and by the way, I have Nolan's phone. You talking about, have you heard from him? That alone right there was 10 years. I didn't even hear suspect. I heard guilty. I heard some type of game going on. Well, how can she hear from him and you got his phone, buddy? See how that made you look? Then it's 11 at night. Y'all got boats. They didn't have boats. Not one of y'all, and your mother went to school with her, I heard. None of y'all, either you or the stepmom, whoever the stepmom, I can't remember your name because whatever, whatever. And I don't need to mention your names, whatever, whatever. And at the end of the day, the mother, the stepmom, y'all didn't even come to her house. All y'all had to do, all bunch in the cars and come to our house to show support. We probably wouldn't be here. And y'all keep getting on the Tatum rap show. Y'all need to wrap that up. And Tatum looked like he always eating. He always look hungry when he on his interviews, man. I'm like, that boy could eat. I got nerves to talk, right? But he always look hungry. Hungry for some money. Because you know what? He got millions of views. He making money every time he do a rap video with y'all. And he gonna talk about all they doing is a money grab. What you think you doing, boy? You getting paid on the internet. Your views going up because we watching so we could dissect you. You getting a check for that, boy. And then y'all made a go send me or whatever that is and use Nolan's name in there. Y'all should be sued. Y'all should all go to prison for doing something where y'all collecting money off his name for a lawyer. I thought y'all was millionaires. I thought y'all was on Horn Money Island. I thought y'all was money grip. And you got to beg for money? Somebody's lying. It's just so much. And they acting like we don't know. We know what you did this summer. We know. And if you didn't do it, why is your voices on the telephone intro call? Ain't nobody changed that. Only one person issued that. MDMR, CETO. Only one person. The only one could have done something if you're going to accuse someone. And you better be careful accusing them. Because they'll sue you. So you could download it straight off their page. So it's no mystery of what Jeanette did. She don't have no reason to lie. She got the same recording that's downloadable from their page. I'm a producer. I could sit here and do a whole seminar right now online. I might even do it. I just don't want to get involved with it to that extent. I could show you what she did. I could rip the two voices away from each other. I'm a producer. Well, I do 7 things, but one of them is a music producer, a beat maker, I call myself. So she didn't do much. All she did was shh, shh, shh. So you could hear what they're saying in the background. She cracked the code first. She put it on the internet first. And then she got attacked. That's what y'all white premises people do. Y'all attack black people who tell the truth. We're truth tellers. We ain't gonna sit and lie to you. That's why you don't like us. Telling the truth in America could get you killed. You know that? Telling the truth in America could get you killed. And if you fight back, they want to still put you in jail. You know? It's crazy. It's really, really local. It's really crazy. Listen, y'all. Whatever you do out here, protect yourself and your children. Put some air tags on them, not just on their book bag, because they might steal the book bag and you won't know where they're at. Put it in their belt buckles, open up the belt, put the air tags in it and sew it back. Put it in their sneaker, their socks, sew it in their socks. That's where we at in this world today. I mean, hell, I was just reading a story the other day where the school officials made 6 black boys strip down because they told me they was vaping. I mean, strip, take off their underwear. That's a pervert, a predator. They should be locked up for 100 years for that. Y'all done lost your mind. Y'all don't even protect children anymore. Y'all so sexually perverted that you don't care until somebody comes and step, because mostly kids' fathers don't get involved. They out there, but they don't get involved. See, once they put these drugs where everybody want to taste them and be a part of it, the party and bullshit, they knew what they was doing. Decapitating y'all dreams. These children have fathers. It's just society know what they're doing. They're putting drugs, pills, and everything in these hands to make people have temptation. And what does a weak-minded person do? They become a victim of circumstance. hmm It's just sad. It's really sad. But you can't give up. You got to fight back. Oh, wow. How we fight back at home? I'm sick sharing on the internet. Everyone have different capabilities of being a part of this movement. We got to save our children. Imagine what the elders are going through at home. Imagine what people going through. Can't put food on the table, can't pay the bills, and now we got to watch another Nolan Wells case. You know how much that stir up what used to happen to our elders and their ancestors as well? It's like a PTSD. It brings back flashback. It's always the same characters. White males or white females destroying the black existence. The same thing, because nothing's being done to change it. I know what you're going to say. I got a lot of white friends. Me too. And I love them. But we ain't talking about them. We talking about these MAGAs. MAGAs are the racist people in our country that's destroying the human way of life. You have to nip them in the bud or it's going to get worse. It's going to be a civil war. Look how when Nolan Wells was missing, you start attacking Al Sharpton and his attorney. Who does that? But yet you got an attorney. Maybe we should attack your homeboy attorney. Got his hat to the side, looking like he about to write some rhymes or something. And he gonna act like talking about it's just money. What? It's money for you. They just raised 200,000 for you. But see, they don't want you to talk about them and their money grab. They want to talk about the black person money grab. Just like in business. People keep calling you, do free stuff, they don't never want to pay you. Give them a discount, they think that's a discount every time they do business with you. That's why I stop messing with them. They don't want to pay you what you want, don't deal with them. And just because you pay somebody don't mean you can bark orders at them. Oh, I'm paying for it. That's old school, baby. You better get it was 2026. Learn how to talk to people. Shit. Y'all crazy out here. Y'all very rude. Nolan's mom and pop and siblings. School year about to start, so it's gonna get worse. You gotta have thick skin. And you gotta fight for your son to the end. You might even have to dig his body up and move and rebury it in another place, because you might have to move out of Mississippi. That's how bad it's gonna get. It's gonna get bad. And I heard his mom get on the internet the other day. She said people said and telling her to not to get on the video. She said that's how she do to lose, to keep her mind. Listen, if you asking me, I wouldn't do those type of videos. This is the internet. They're gonna take him and they're gonna strip him down. Get out of the whole public eye for a minute. If you asking me, don't just go against the grain. Get behind the scene and follow the lead of Attorney Crump and Al Sharpton. When I say Al Sharpton, I seen him in work. I was there. The Amadou March. I used to go to up there on Saturdays. Let me tell you how powerful Al Sharpton is. You don't see you hurting his feelings, right? You can't hurt his feelings. He's used to attacks like this, worse. And Crump, the only advice I give to you, when you said justice for Nolan Wells, say it 5 times and stop. Don't overtake the crowd. Okay? Learn to have a number. Learn to chill out. Be a lawyer. Be a civil rights lawyer. And stop always grabbing people. Keep your hands to yourself. You get on my nerves grabbing everybody. Just give them 5. Shake their hand like a professional. Because they're going to dissect that as something else. Be a civil rights attorney that you are. You are a winner. You are the right person. But y'all got to get on cold because it's about to get ugly. You had other cases, but not like this. This Mississippi. Oh, they scared of me. No one's scared of Mississippi. Not one person on this earth. The concern is your system that helps them get away with murder. Nobody's afraid of Mississippi. We just know the system will back them up, the qualified immunity, and everybody stop talking until they get on the Tatum rap show. And Ricky Tatum. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Got about 9 more minutes and I'm going to get off. Just wanted to come over here and put my 2 cents in. I wish you well. I wish you stay smart, stay vigilant, stay alert. School year starting, protect these children, make sure they eat and they dress, make sure they got air tags on and Life 6 360 or something on them. You can't let your children walk to the store or the garbage by themselves no more. Those days are over. These white males who's MAGAs, they lurking. Because you know why? The system going to protect them. People think, oh, y'all being racist. Shut the F up. As black people, we know what we go through. See, y'all don't go through this, so you don't understand our whole message. I walk to the store. I don't walk to the store as an older grandma. I walk the store like head on a swivel. Because you got to be ready. They come after anyone today. When you was older, people wouldn't mess with you. Now, they'd try you. But I'm going to tell you, Roscoe cut corners. You don't want to mess with this grandma. I'm willing to die. And how they said, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Trust and believe. I am not scared. How my boys from All TV said, y'all scared, but we not. Y'all scared, but we ain't, or we not, or whatever. Nobody's scared of y'all. We from the tri-state. Never ran, never will. But you better get some justice for Nolan Wells. Because we ain't going no place until we find out what happened. Oh, he drowned. Okay, well, why all the white MAGAs on the internet saying he drowned? I thought we didn't see the evidence. You know why they said that? Because the sheriff said that. Looks like a drown. See, y'all can't say stuff to stupid people because that's what they're going to run with. See, with intelligent people, what we're going to do is counter you. Oh, he didn't drown because we're looking at the evidence. What evidence? The ones we see right now. And then you're going to send him for a second autopsy and then not going to have his lungs, his neck, and his stomach. We're going to keep it back for the grand jury. Why you didn't tell him in advance? He could have let you keep the body. See, you know the body was deteriorating. In the many days past, you couldn't find nothing. See, you can't mess with intelligent people. We highly intelligent. We're the most intelligent people on this land. Black women we the most intelligent people with degrees. It's more intelligent people out there, but we are the most intelligent people on this earth. That's why the mother said, if you get in trouble, you find a black woman and she'll help you. Because we're not afraid of y'all. See, the black woman that y'all do get, that's the ones that's not on code. They don't listen to us. They don't rock with us. That's why they get caught all the time. See, we're not afraid to die, get killed, because we're fighting for the right thing to save our culture, our people, our babies. But y'all want to go out there and party and bullshit. That's how they catch y'all. I'm walking home. I'll be all right. No, you won't. Because Johnny Boy is in that truck watching you with his ladder in the truck. And you know they can't get up the tree either unless they got ladders in their trucks, their pickup trucks. How you think you get on top of that tree? They got ladders. You know people watch them, but they ain't going to say nothing because they get hunted down and killed. They kill white people too. Y'all better stop thinking they just kill black people. They kill anybody who get in the way of their message. That's why people not coming forward in the Nolan Wells case. Oh, come forward. For what? So they could kill me and my family and children? My family live here. They not coming forward unless it's $1 million or some more reward money. We got all these black people who's rich. They quiet as ever. Tyler Perry, Cap, Terrell Owens, and a few other people put their life on the line for black people. Y'all snakes out there won't even donate $1. $1, and y'all filthy rich and y'all black. That's the problem with us. Them white people, soon as that boy got in trouble, look, all those white people donate to every time the white boys get in trouble in life. They donate $1 and they end up becoming millionaires. They don't care what you do with the money. But let us get $1 million. What they doing with the money? See how the game works? It's reverse psychology. They don't want us to get rich, but they want to keep taking our lives and laugh about it online. Now they be saying black. They never used to say black. Now Trump is in. They say black. They say anything they want now. That's why I get on us. We allow that behavior to be existence. We're still trying to party our life away because it's painful. It's very painful. But we need the Black Panther mindset. Where are our dogs? Why we don't have Bloods and Crips? And where y'all at? Why y'all not helping us? And before I go, the military. Read the Constitution, military. You're supposed to be protecting us out here. Read the Constitution, what your job is. I just need to get on and be me, put my 2 cents in on different subjects, mainly the Nolan Wells. But I said all that because it correlates to the Nolan Wells. This is how a lot of it's correlating. It's because it all plays a factor in the history of it. Don't ever be scared. Be aware. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep you some mace on you if you don't like a pew-pew. But never be scared. See, when proper planning prevents poor performance, understand what you're dealing with, and you'll never be scared. If 2 white men pull up in a van or a truck to pull over, why are you standing there watching them? You're supposed to run. I don't care if you had groceries bag. Drop them on the damn ground and go. You don't let nobody carry you to a damn tree because they got a gun. Make them shoot you first. Don't ever get in the car. They say, get in the car? No, you're going to kill me right here. But they show you the gun, you zigzag and you run. Don't run in the woods. Don't run in no secluded area. Don't hide behind no garbage. Don't jump in no garbage. They know they're looking there. You got to run. Look at those cops. They shoot the boy who ran in his grandma's backyard because they chase him. They shoot him. And what happens to them? Nothing. Cho, shoot the boy in the back. I thought he stole water. What happened to him? Nothing. If the system not going to do it, where the streets at? Y'all ain't the streets. Y'all suck. Y'all letting these people disrespect your whole community. You see them white boys? You can't go in their town. They call it sundown. I respect that because they won't let you come here and do what you want. When they come and kill us, y'all supposed to be saying this is sunset. But nope. Anybody can come here and party and smoke and get high. Y'all don't care. That's why they disrespecting us. That's exactly what they disrespect. We don't have the army. I see y'all on TV, internet, marching in your uniform with your guns. You ain't doing nothing. Do something. Protect your culture and your community. These children are dying. They're too young to die. Too young to die. They're trying to scare us. Now, if we all come out, you know it's going to be Bloody Mary. Don't make us come out. Peace. I'll see y'all next time. I just had to get that off my chest. Nolan Wells, nothing but justice, and all the other people losing their lives out there. Be smart, be vigilant. Don't hang with people. You're the only one. They don't love you. They don't love us. Love yourself. And that goes for anybody. I don't care what culture you hang around. Be vigilant. Until that, woo. And to that, I say, woo, peace, y'all. Please like and share. Please like and share. Please subscribe. At least consider it. You know what I'm saying? Consider like and share and subscribe because ain't nothing going around but the rent. Oh, that rent is too high, y'all. Justice for Nolan Wells. Justice for Nolan Wells. Peace. Take care of your children. Be vigilant and carry something on you. I don't care if it's mace or bear mace. Peace.